but I am going live.
I'm spoken for, you know, so don't get any ideas. I just hope the war doesn't come to Riverwood. There's enough to take you to the city gates. It's not far. We used to go to the market there every month or so until the roads got so dangerous with the war and all. All right then.
This war's as stupid as our feud with Clan Greymane.
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell. Come up to your Vasker, if you're worth anything in a fight.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
What's on your mind?
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Time.
Need something?
You look strong. Come to your Vasker and be a companion.
By Easmere, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north by the Lorius farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. Like to see him laugh his way out of that.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthgar. But you were gone longer than usual. I got to thinking maybe you weren't coming back.
You sound like my mom. Figured I was lying dead in a field somewhere. Is that it?
Thought did cross my mind, yeah. War brewing, talk of a riot in Helgen. That now jesters. Skyrim's gone mad, girl. You need to be careful.
Careful, huh? Thanks, Skullbar. I'll remember that. Yeah, right.
The roads of Skyrim. Take a look. An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away, but for those with courage, there is much profit to be made. The Khajiit hail from a distant land called Elsewhere, bordered on the north by Cyrodiil, and the south by the glistening blue waters of the sea. Elsewhere is an arid land of deserts and rocky canyons, where the sun shines warmly, always. There are cities so ancient, the sands have swallowed them whole. But now I will say no more, for I miss my home greatly. May your road lead you to warm sands. Fortune smiles upon this meeting.
Khajiit, they'll never see you coming. I hope that you will come to do business.
It has been a profitable journey.
And sometimes work from the sky.
Sands of Elsewhere more and more.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Aye, that I do. I've got... It's a sword. Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. Thanks. Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage? Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about Talos, if you want to know more, because the so-called Emperor... Oh, yes. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips. His voice in my throat.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death? I'm glad to know that, because I need your help. You see, I've lost something precious. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd looked for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. The blessing of Arche be upon you.
free again.
I spend so much time among the dead, sometimes... With this terrible war, I'm a... overwhelmed, as are the catacombs. White run. Oh, thank Arcade! Please, take this gold for your troubles. May the blessing of Arcade be upon you. You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
What would you have me do then?
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
This is no time for rash action. I just think we need more information before we act. I just...
Who's this?
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger.
The Jarl of Balgruuf will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents. Perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Right now, Father promised.
All you ever do is complain about what you want. You're a spoiled baby.
I'm going to tell Father you said that. He'll tan your hide for sure.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibility. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I, learned of a certain stone. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet. No, an old tomb built by the ancient Nords. Perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. Ah, student. Taken in... Once you know... Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual event. Far back in the Mythic era. The dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still... The details are lost. Oh no. Many were killed, of course. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task.
Sadly, no. My work affords perhaps some hero. What a fascinating conversation that would be.
Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you.
Anything we can use to fight this dragon.
Neither am I.
Dragons. What is it that you need? With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city
found we enable assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.